So we've established in previous episodes of Disney World versus Disneyland that our decisions now determine what rides get wiped off the face of the earth. So I think it's only responsible for us as Disney fans to bring life to new attractions to replace them. So let's do that with Imagineering for Dummies. Trademark Christine, 2016. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Imagineering for Dummies. This is a series where we spin a wheel of Disney movies and we pick one at random, and we spin a wheel of Disney attractions and we pick one at random, and we take the two and we create the best Disney attraction that you and I can possibly put together.
And sometimes we save the world from natural disasters.
And yeah, exactly. Just like what we did with Pinocchio's Swiss Family Treehouse.
Exactly.
With giant Geppettos across the land, stopping all weather forever. And I think it was a really great idea. And I talked to Bob the other day, and he said he's got the paperwork going. It's really just mostly, crossing the T's and dotting the I's at this point. So you can expect it sometime soon. But while they're building that, let's get started on the next one. So let's start spinning these wheels. First up, Disney movies.
Dun, dun, dun. There be one I've seen, is all I'm saying.
And the winner is Cinderella.
Okay.
Now on to our attractions.
This is going to be easy. This is going to attract girls.
Are you sure this is going to be easy? Do you really want to jinx us?
Oh, you're Cinderella.
It's tough to be a bug. So Cinderella, It's tough to be a bug. First things first, are we keeping this in the animal kingdom?
No.
So then do we have to move the entire Tree of Life to somewhere else?
Well, the Tree of Life is going to...
It houses Tough to Be a Bug. I think it comes with it. I think it's a group package.
Can we turn it into something Cinderella-like? I mean, we already
A giant
have a
pumpkin? A giant pumpkin?
Yeah, but it's not shaped that way. You
Well,
can't
who
just
cares
take
if
a
it's
thing
shaped
that's
that way?
tall like this.
Okay, so what if it's a giant... Okay. What if it's a giant pumpkin on top of the base of the carriage? Like mid-transformation. What if it's the pumpkin by day and at night it turns into the carriage using projection technology?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take that. We're going to throw that in the back of New Fantasyland.
Uh-huh. And then, so let's talk about the queue first before we start on anything else. So I think the queue needs to be...
Are we telling the story to Cinderella, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the whole story. It can be a part of the story.
Okay.
So my idea was for the actual movie, I
Uh-huh.
think the most exciting part, or at least to me, is the ball, right?
Okay.
So, and if we've already got the pumpkin in the carriage, it makes sense, right? We're going to the ball.
Right.
So, is the queue Cinderella, is it just scenes of her getting ready for the ball and the mice making the dress and
what if it's interactive?
It's in a what?
Interactive. What if it's mini games like in Space Mountain, but you're getting her ready for the ball?
Yeah, and you're
you gotta do her hair up. You gotta get her face all did. You gotta get her. You gotta get her all ready for this ball. But here's the other thing that I'm thinking, because it's tough to be a bug. The whole premise is you're shrinking yourself down to bug size.
Okay.
Cinderella.
So maybe you are the mice.
Yeah. Maybe you're behind all of the floorboards and underneath, and that's the queue you're weaving through. And you have the giant pearl necklace that Gus is stealing, and the giant buttons and stuff. And maybe you look through this hole in the queue and you see the cat's eye, and he's looking around. He's looking for somebody. He's looking for you, maybe. Maybe at one point the giant claw comes out and tries to grab you.
Oh my god,
and
that'd be so fun.
You gotta duck out of the way.
Random, how Haunted Mansion has randomly timed things. Oh, that'd be so good.
Right, exactly. So you're down there on that level. You're experiencing Cinderella through the eyes of the mice, which we don't get to do very often.
Right.
Now, so that's the idea. The queue is we're in the castle, or what? Did she live in a castle?
No. She lives in her little hut.
It's just like a mansion, right?
Yeah.
So why did the sisters want to marry them? They were rich already. They just wanted more money, didn't they?
I mean, yes. And, who would want to marry a prince, I guess?
The rich keep getting richer. That's the story.
I know.
The story of Cinderella.
It's about the 1%.
Yep. The 1% and knowing your shoe size. So you get this queue. The show itself is...
that to me should be... So it
the ball.
kicks off with the ball, right?
Right.
And obviously goes into the scene of Cinderella losing the slipper and like all of that. But I think
Right.
when it kicks off, it's like, because think of that big screen. And think about how cool it would be to feel like you were, and if you want to keep with the idea of still being small,
You're a mouse.
you're
a
like
mouse with
walking
her.
around, the people dancing around you.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
oh,
You almost get
it's so-
stepped on.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
you
then
like have to
just-
run into the bathroom. Because here's the thing. I'm cutting to the chase. We need to keep the stinky part in. And so what if you like go to the bathroom at one point? Wasn't there a stink? There's a stink bug.
Yeah,
There's a
but like,
stink bug
why
portion.
well, can't we just change the smell and make the smell something nice? And it's like one of the waiters carrying food by.
Then how does this anchor to it's
smelly.
tough to be a bug? If you don't have the smell, they're gonna be like, where'd this ride come from? This is not. I don't know what this is all
It
about.
doesn't have to be that. The
But then you
smell
hit
is
that
not
smell, and
angry.
they'd be like, "Oh, it's tough to be a bug. I know that they've transformed
We
everything."
have to do that? Is that
Okay, why don't we do both? Porque no los dos? How about we have one scene where they're in the bathroom and you're like, ooh, P.U., I'm a mouse in this bathroom. And then there's another where you're in the kitchen and you're like, that's an aroma that I want to stick to. A palate cleanser.
So
What
here's
would
my
you
other
serve at a ball?
question? So we've already was establishing with the mice. I think
Yes.
we've already fixed the ending. You know when you feel bugs go out underneath you.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the mice. But what about the part where you're getting stung in the back? Remember?
Stung in the
The
back.
wasps or whatever sting you in the back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how do we turn that into something?
What if at one point the cat is
Coming
chasing
after you,
and it
yes.
pokes you in the back with the claw?
Yeah.
And that's the feeling that you're getting. Scale doesn't match up perfectly, but listen, it's about using your imagination.
Right.
And then on top of that, now here's the real question. Are we doing animated Cinderella? Are we doing Brandy as Cinderella? Are we doing... Wasn't there another Cinderella remake?
There's been a few.
What are we doing? Are we doing live action
I say
CG?
animated.
Should we bring back 2D animated?
Yeah, I mean, look at like Phil Her Magic, right? Like,
No, but that was 3D. I'm
Yeah.
talking about straight 2D. Forget the glasses. Get rid of those.
Oh, you mean like don't make it? Oh.
Well,
that's the
okay, no,
core thing.
yeah. You're
It has
right.
to
You're
be.
right. I take that back. I take that all back. Awful idea. Okay, 3D. But no, but you can still do three-dimensional 2D animation on multiple planes.
Yeah.
Maybe we do something like that. And then what if we did I don't know how to work this in. But what if every showing somebody is picked as Cinderella? The way like Mike's laugh floor always picks that guy, or the Monsters Inc. laugh floor.
Right. Oh, you mean so like focus on that person?
Yeah, some little kid. Just make it special.
Or like
Nah, that would break
no,
the-
no,
that
no.
breaks
you
the
know what'd be
illusion.
Fun if at the end she leaves the slipper and then they choose a child at the end to get the slipper and take it to Cinderella.
Oh.
That'd be great. Like on the way out, it's like some special kid gets the glass slipper.
A little shrunk down slipper.
Oh, would it be shrunk down?
Well, if you're all
No,
shrunk
or
down, then the slipper.
huge.
Oh, so okay, so we're gonna create like a 7-foot by like 8-foot glass slipper,
Right.
but it's got to be really lightweight material, so we could give this theoretically to like a 4-year-old and get them to carry it, and just have them like almost Hulk-like just carry this thing over.
Right.
Or maybe you don't make it. Maybe you make it the full weight, and then like, listen, you got picked, little kid. This is your goal for the rest of the day.
is your
Get it
birthday.
as far as you can. We're gonna strap you in a little harness, like those little leashes that they have for babies,
Right.
and we're gonna strap that to the shoe, and then just like Rocky training montage style, you're just gonna be pulling at that thing until you could get it over to the exit.
Well, I figured just like a Cinderella meet and greet, right?
I mean, I guess we could do that too. That works as well.
I like it.
All right, I think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, now that's perfect. So the weird thing's going to be having the 2 weenies in the Magic Kingdom. You're just going to have the castle, and then behind it, you're going to have
Right.
a giant pumpkin.
Which makes sense. You could do it behind it. Just
I
get
guess
rid
so.
of the carousel.
I was thinking just lop off the top of the castle. Or just make the spires curve outward and around so it frames the pumpkin perfectly.
That's gonna be bizarre, especially
Listen.
at night when they do the night shows.
I'm going to make some calls. I'm going to make it happen.
Okay.
Anyway, there you go. We've got it. We're going to print that out. We're going to send it off to Disney. What I want to hear from everybody else is what they would do with this. If tough to be a bug, Cinderella, what would you build? Let us know in the comments below. You can let us know on Twitter. I'm at Rob Plays. Christine?
At Ivy Winter YT. I almost
Hey,
forgot my name for a second.
wow. Do you remember your YouTube channel name so we can plug your YouTube channel?
I do. It's also just Ivy Winter.
There you go. And you got plenty of Disney videos over there. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time for Imagineering for Dummies. We don't have an outro for this, really.
We don't.
We don't even need one. I'm just going to go roll around in the success of an amazing idea.
I know.
And I'm going to put it in my portfolio for my application. Yes. Yeah. And, well, I'm going to send them all off and get a job as an Imagineer. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go do that. Bye, everybody.
Bye.